WWN Training Center. This is WWN Proving Ground. We have a great show this evening.
Here we are again. You're looking at three of the hardest subdivisions in Proving Ground, yeah. You see, ever since day one, we have said that we're going to conquer Proving Ground, and we have. We are not liars. And now, we have a special surprise for you tonight. You see, for as dominant as we've been, we have not even been at full strength. So without further ado, I would like to bring to the ring, the one, the only, Bison Clutch. Hit the music.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Ravyn Adams, coming to you from the WWN WrestlePlex. This is WWN Proving Ground, and that is Bison Clutch back in Proving Ground. It's been a bit since we've seen Bison Clutch here in a WWN ring, I believe returning from an injury, and our WWN Proving Ground champion Krieger inviting Bison Clutch back, joining with his brothers here in Sons of Battle, and we're about to find out what is to come. Always dangerous when our WWN Proving Ground champion has a microphone.
Brothers, great to be back. Because now, officially, the Sons of Battle is live and in color. And what you see is what you get. And what you get is better than advertised.
Bros. So if there is any man in the back who thinks that they have the strength, the resolve to fight Bison Clutch, show yourself.
Who's gonna step up?
Who is going to fight?
It's the Cowboy Kid! Always good to see Andrew Mitchell looking to step up against a man twice his size. Credit to the Cowboy Kid. You gotta always watch out with all of the other members of Sons of Battle out there. There's been some dissension in the ranks of the Sons of Battle. Krieger pointing out that the foot of then WWN Proving Ground champion John Strange was under the ropes. Alpha T could have become champion, and Alpha has finally found out this happened. Gonna have to keep an eye on that situation as things get underway. Dominic Coco, our official, and smart move by the Cowboy Kid, Andrew Mitchell. Speed is gonna be what's gonna win this thing for the Cowboy Kid. Caught, though, by the big man, Bison Clutch. Gamingiri, though, rocking Clutch, and again, shock and all. This is what is necessary. The double stomp to the back. Could it be the upset? And an emphatic kick out by Bison Clutch. Credit again to the Cowboy Kid, throwing everything as quick as he can at Clutch. Look at the agility, though, of the big man Clutch. And that boot, that sick kick, mafia kick, whatever you want to call it, followed by the senton crushing Cowboy Kid. Could be the end. And amazingly, the Kid is still in this thing. You hear the jaw jacking from Bison Clutch to the official, but ooh, the knee vicious to the ribs. That is how your ribs get broken, ladies and gentlemen. As Bison Clutch goes to town on the much smaller Cowboy Kid. But I'm going to tell you right now, you saw the smart offense from the Cowboy Kid to get things started, and Andrew Mitchell has upset many a big man. The problem is not many big men are Bison Clutch, as the oxygen is being choked out of the life of Andrew Mitchell. Of course, breaking the rules there, right in front of all the other members of the Sons of Battle. Again, getting that 5 count applied. Cannot imagine what it's like right now to be Andrew Mitchell. Not only do you have the bigger man putting all his weight on you, choking the life out in the ropes, but then on top of that, you got 3 terrible individuals in Sons of Battle looking on. Absolute disrespect here from Bison Clutch. And unfortunately, ooh, I had a feeling something bad was coming. Reverberating here through the WrestlePlex. We got some sick WWN fans in attendance tonight. And another chop, like a shotgun blast. Reverberating throughout the building. It's going from bad to worse here for the Cowboy Kid. Pop up, dumped head first. And Clutch is not slowing down, taking the head off. Lariat to the back of the neck. Cowboy Kid has to be out. Nonchalant pin. And I can't tell if Andrew Mitchell got up or if that was Bison Clutch's choice to go into those push-ups. Good form on those push-ups, by the way. But bottom line, absolutely uncalled for. But while the jaw jacking's going on, Cowboy Kid's coming to life, takes out the knee, and that is what you have to do with a big man. Caught with the Shining Wizard. Could be a knockout blow, but Cowboy Kid cannot capitalize. Or can he? What a kip up. Got something in mind. Looking to take out the big man. Throws the leg, but caught. Speed is going to make the difference here. What a chop back. And this time, Savate kick hits. And the Cowboy Kid with a second. Takes out the knee again. Ooh, third kick to the face this time. Bison Clutch, your height does not matter when your legs have been taken out. Cowboy Kid, head to the top. Could the upset happen? No, unfortunately, Cowboy Kid was trying to get out of the way of Clutch. He saw Clutch was moving, and I think the Cowboy Kid landed bad, and it just went from bad to worse with that spear. Sticking a fork in him. Clutch wins. A valiant effort. A valiant effort by the Cowboy Kid, but unfortunately, not a good night to have to face against the returning Bison Clutch. A physical specimen to begin with. Put him along with Nic Quinones, Alpha T, and our WWN Proving Ground champion Krieger. And the Sons of Battle, they are stronger than ever here in the World Wrestling Network. Looks like we're going to hear from the champion Krieger once again.
Return for Bison Clutch, complete and utter domination. That is what the SOBs do at WWN Proving Ground. But we are still hungry, aren't we, boys? We are going to establish dominance here tonight like the alpha dogs that we are. So, without further ado, we are going to bring out 2 cowards to face these 2. Where are you at?
How are you a coward if you're stepping up to fight the Sons of Battle? Oh, I like this. We got that big rig Bryan Colton. And I got a feeling he's not going to be alone. Glad to see here Jules Bradley, Bryan Colton stepping up to fight against the Sons of Battle. You'll see Nic Quinones and Alpha T teaming up. Excited to see if we get a little bit of unity here. Nothing like a trucker and a guy with a heck of a mullet. I don't know if Jules Bradley is officially from a trailer park, but nothing wrong with that. Perhaps I lived in one once upon a time. Senior official Jim Bragg calls for the bell. Jules Bradley got to get things started here. The more experienced Jules Bradley.
Is this the best Proving Ground has to offer? Really? Easy back.
Jaw jacking Nic Quinones, about 5 years in the sport. I've watched most of Nic's career. Been a hard-working talent, Army veteran, serving from 2006 to 2010. Was deployed in Iraq for 15 months. Man who's battled PTSD and once was an inspiration, but since forming the Sons of Battle, Nic Quinones has really been a different man than we first saw here in the World Wrestling Network. And you see that aggression right now as Jules Bradley is forced into the corner. The lock up again. The mullet here. See what kind of power it gives Jules. Trying to escape that go behind. It goes behind Nic Quinones. Nic obviously has the size advantage. I get the feeling that Jules is going to have a bit more of the finesse. Of course, Nic in control, got the armbar. A lot of damage can be done. And Jules smartly rolling through, trying to get away. Able to grab the head of the big man, Nic Quinones. You see Quinones trying to muscle up Jules Bradley, and Jules holding on, but forced off into the ropes. And what a shoulder tackle. Credit to Jules. Able to stay on his feet, but you got to think that left shoulder could be damaged. But Jules going to try to run into that wall. That is Quinones, and we'll see. Crashing into the gut of Quinones. Non-traditional offense, catching Quinones off guard and able to dump the knee down. And as we saw earlier in Bison Clutch's match, if you're a big man, you lose your legs, you are not so big after all. Could be seeing some unity here as Jules able to force Quinones in the corner. Bryan Colton tag it in. Young Bryan Colton in his rookie year, trained by Francisco Chiazzo. More recently, working with Puertorican Hound Dog as well. The drop toe hold taking down Quinones. And could we see some unity here? Wow, some strutting. Oh, but unfortunately, you cannot take your eye off your opponent. An absolute rookie mistake. Jules got to get out of there. And unfortunately, Bryan Colton might not have a head anymore. I don't know all my truck codes, but oof. I'm sure there's a 10- something that is the where did my head go as Alpha T tags in. Alpha, a good year and a half plus into the sport. We've seen Alpha put in the time. Recently, we held a seminar here at the WWN Training Center with Drew Gulak, and I personally was there watching Alpha T put in the time, putting his attitude aside and just looking at how do I get better in the ring, and the improvement was instantaneous. as Alpha continuing the battle, the unity here of the Sons of Battle. You saw the quick tags back and forth. Alpha originally trained by Jay Lethal, guys like the Technical Alchemist David Mercury, as well as Big Con, going for the pin. 2 count only. And that's the thing, as much as the Sons of Battle may leave a bit to be desired when it comes to their attitudes, Quinones tagged in. You've got to give it to Alpha in particular for the hard work of trying to improve, looking for gold one day. Ooh, the backbreaker there. Bad news for Bryan Colton. You could see the pain here as Quinones continuing to muscle up Colton. Oh, dumping down. And almost the end here. No. Thought we were close. You saw, again, senior official Jim Bragg. Talk about experience. Oof, what a kick. Jim Bragg, and this is the truth, ladies and gentlemen, has probably forgotten more than most of us combined will know about our sport. One of the most senior, absolutely talented, credentialed officials, but ooh, the knee from Alpha T. You see the jaw jacking. Once called himself the first lieutenant. I get the feeling, Alpha feeling he may have ranked up a bit. And for good reason. He's been impressive as Alpha, former amateur wrestler. Believes he's the Alpha of any ring he steps in, and that, back to that point, looking to be able to overpower, looking to be able to get better. But the chin breaker, that's what Big Rig needs to do, needs to find a way to Julez, but Julez distracted by Krieger in the wrong corner and caught by Quinones, and the double team into the submission. Bryan Colton is prone, and unfortunately that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Refusing to release the submission hold here.
Are your winners by submission, the Sons of Battle.
It's like a situation, Julez Bradley both distracted as well as leaving his makeshift partner here, Bryan Colton. Sons of Battle, 2 big wins here to kick off WWN Proving Ground, but it's going to be a long night still because our main event for the WWN Proving Ground Championship, Trent Edwards is going to face off against Krieger. As you see Julez and Bryan arguing there in the back. What a way to get things started here. WWN Proving Ground. Go nowhere. We got so much more to come here. And want to say for sure, thank you for joining us, whether it's on Club WWN, the official WWN Live YouTube. Continue it on here at WWN Proving Ground.
He's from the self-proclaimed greatest continent on earth, Europe. He weighs in at 75 kilos. He is the performer,
Oscar Vice, a talented young man. Another one who took advantage of that seminar held by Drew Gulak. And Oscar Vice went through quite a few submission holds that had a European style. Even had the very knowledgeable Drew Gulak having to think a little bit about, ooh, I like that. You've been watching World of Sport, haven't you, young man? Huge upside to this young man. Young as Oscar is, 8 years in the sport. And I'm excited for this one. Watch out, Oscar. Don't get in the face of the people. former WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champion. As you heard from Michael James, one half of the Puerto Rican Hound Dogs with his father, Rafael Gonzalez, who just so happened to have trained Little Dog here. Little Dog about 2+ years in the sport. Gonna have a big test against Oscar Weiss. Gonna be a styles clash, if you will. Oscar says, applaud the performer. Apparently, the performer brings a lot of bling to the ring as well. And not surprisingly, Damian Gemini, proud favorite here, WWN faithful in the WWN WrestlePlex. Official Dominic Coco calling for the bell. As stated, I am excited for this one. Oscar Weiss traveling Europe to train places like WXW. Mocking his opponent, though. Oscar better be careful. Do not underestimate Damian Gemini. Damian Gemini, we have seen beat many men with more credentials than he, but the heart of Damian Gemini, often the difference maker. Gemini, another one we've had the opportunity to watch grow up in front of us, is Gemini, for the moment, out wrestling Oscar Weiss, the man who brags about those credentials. Of course, you got to give it to Oscar Weiss coming to the United States, going to flatbacks, training under Tyler Breeze, Sean Spears, making that relocation, and now able to grab the head of Damian Gemini. Ooh, shoulder tackle. Well done by Oscar Weiss, but you see how quickly Damian Gemini shows the agility. Drop kick. I think Oscar Weiss said, let me get another shot at this, and I don't blame Damian Gemini. Doesn't matter about the size of the dog, it's the fight in the dog. Oof. Or should I say the size of the fight in the dog? Hey, cliches are hard. Gemini thus far has been able to thwart Oscar, but come on, Oscar Weiss putting the official in between himself and, Damian Gemini not only stuck on the top, but Oscar Weiss kicking the top rope, and there goes Little Dog. Ridiculous. And now the right hands after the choke, right in the corner. Unacceptable here, Oscar Weiss again. Proud to be, as he puts it, European. Dropping the elbow as well. And if you give Oscar space, he will defeat you. Lateral press. But the kick out from Damian Gemini. One of those matchups as you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll be seeing, ooh, what a bulldog. What could be arguably considered the future of our sport. Another lateral press. Took a while for Oscar Weiss to go for the pin, as well as arguing with the people. Kind of surprised as well, Oscar has not been hooking the leg. Weiss wasting time arguing with the official, and it's given Damian Gemini a moment to try to fight back, but a handful of hair. Come on, Oscar Weiss. Why am I surprised at all? Another lateral press. And don't get me wrong, I will give it to Oscar Weiss. The way the weight is being put all on the shoulders. You see the hands kind of push there. If you've ever done one of those push-ups where you make the little diamond in your hand. It's really hard, by the way. That's kind of the style to make it hard for the shoulders to come up. But, oof. Given it hasn't worked thus far, hence my criticism earlier about the idea of hooking the leg, but Oscar Weiss, of course, is just a different style wrestler, being European. Mocking, of course, is an international trait we all understand. We're going to see a clean break here. Weiss charges in, hits the elbow, and Damian Gemini has been damaged throughout this matchup. And well done with the headlock there. You see the placement in the ring. Oxygen's being cut off. Damian is being forced to fight to breathe, let alone to try to fight to escape. You hear the WWN faithful trying to get behind Gemini. Gemini hitting those elbows. Trying to create separation. Handful of hair. Again, no kick. Pele would be proud. Fantastic elevation by Damian Gemini. But the question is, can Gemini capitalize? The people are behind Gemini. Lil Dog hits the sling blade. Coming to life. Vice is in trouble. Ooh, flying knee. Bit of a high knee, if you will. But I think Lil Dog's got someplace he's planning to go. And I don't think it's going to be good for Oscar Vice this trip across the pond. Big frog splash. End of the match. It is. Big singles victory for Little Dog. Damian Gemini, one half of the Puertorican Hound Dogs, former WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Not a lot of people can say they've been able to transition into singles and defeat a talent of the caliber of Oscar Vice. However, still a great showing from Oscar Vice, and I get the feeling the more Vice gets his head on straight, big things could be in the future for Vice in the future. But tonight was all about the Little Dog. Great job, Damian Gemini.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's for the WWN Multimedia Championship. Introducing first.
Championship match time here, WWN Proving Ground. Of course, our WWN Multimedia Championship, a prestigious championship that I will talk more about in a moment. We're about to see a young man who's a crowd favorite. Nic Swift looking good, looking to unseat a man who has been impressive since winning that championship all the way back in December. In Jonathan Hudson. Big fight feel here tonight. And the reaction is not surprising here. For the multimedia champion, Jonathan Hudson. Man who has been on his own planet for a while now. Send it down to Michael James for the official introductions of our competitors.
Introducing first the challenger, standing to my right. He hails from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 180 pounds, Slick Nic Swift. And his opponent, he hails from Malibu, California, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is the reigning and defending WWN Multimedia Champion, the headliner, Hollywood Hudson.
Our reigning and defending WWN Multimedia Champion, Jonathan Hudson. Here to defend the championship against Nic Swift. Of course, Hudson in a unique position, winning the Southern Stampede match back at Full Impact Pro Established Dominance 2024, finding himself in a championship opportunity this Friday, July the 12th, facing the FIP World Heavyweight Champion, Auguste Artois. It'll be a very special WWN Proving Ground at the OCC Roadhouse in Clearwater, Florida. Part of a doubleheader with Shine 79. It is the 12th anniversary show of Shine. 2 tickets, 1 price, and a big way to headline the WWN Proving Ground portion of things. Of course, for those of you not familiar with the WWN Multimedia Championship, this is a championship that not only are you appearing right now on Club WWN or YouTube, wherever you're watching us here for WWN Proving Ground, but all WWN social media. All defenses are put out there, hence the concept of a multimedia championship. Akin to the old TV championship, except, 21st century, as Nic Swift looking to roll through. Agility is going to be what's going to help Nic Swift. Swift is going to have to use the namesake, if you will, to be able to defeat the big man. And, of course, Jonathan Hudson, well composed, recently joining the Emerald Empire. Simon Says is now in control of talents like the multimedia champion Jonathan Hudson, like Buckshot Brian Brock, Dirty Devin Diaz, our WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions Scyther and Chungus. Very dangerous group of individuals, especially with a maniacal genius, if you will, like Simon Says, but a genius escaped by Nic Swift. And I gotta apologize to Nic Swift here. Jaw-jacking about everything else. Swift could unseat our multimedia champion, and Hudson would lose a ton of momentum going into Proving Ground at the OCC Roadhouse on July 12th. Of course, not surprisingly, Hudson using the size, but unfortunately caught. Pinfall. Fortunate for Hudson, that is. You hear a lot of people would love to see Nic Swift win this. Could the backslide do it? Pin. Oh, hair away. And an attempt at a pin again. Well done by Nic Swift. Love how he rolled through and tried to just mousetrap, if you will, Hudson. And there's a Hurricanrana taking over the champion. Swift is looking good. 4 years in the sport. Trained by guys like Ricky Santana, Frank Reyes, Matt Seidel, Chris Silvio, even Pitbull #1. Little shout out there. ACW legend. I'm affiliated, if you know. Swift is a former champion, multiple places here in the state of Florida, but the much bigger Jonathan Hudson is caught and hits a power slam. And the oxygen has to have left the body of Nic Swift. Could be the end of this matchup already. Normally, Jonathan Hudson would have been able to capitalize a lot faster, but that flurry of offense from Nic Swift slowing down the champion. I've talked before about the credentials of Jonathan Hudson. Ooh, what a chop. Ooh, goodness. Back and forth now, both men. And unfortunately for Nic Swift, as courageous as it was to just throw the chops back at Hudson, Hudson in control, choking the life now out of Nic Swift as our official. Jim Bragg trying his best to admonish Hudson. Of course, multimedia championship on the line. Official's going to give a little latitude as you hear Hudson jaw-jacking with the WWN faithful. Nothing surprises me whatsoever when it comes to Jonathan Hudson, but could Nic Swift surprise us all and get the big win here tonight at Proving Ground? Head taken off of Swift just when it looked like things were going in the right direction. And hey, I'll give it to Nic Swift. See the hand go and the people behind him. Former D2 college football player, actually a member of the Screen Actors Guild. He's been in movies and TV commercials, and maybe Hudson's jealous. He calls himself the headliner. Has some Hollywood connections. I don't know how much Hudson's done that's Hollywood, but I say that from a safe distance. Unfortunately for Nic Swift, though, again, Hudson in control, muscling down Swift, has the arm wrenched in. Hudson is just so effective in his offense. The bigger man knows how to use that strength. Starting to say, heading up towards probably 18 years in the sport. Nic, a reversal. I am so impressed by Swift and how quickly he finds a way. Oh, but that's one way to do it. I can't tell if Hudson was a punch or a break to the eyes. I don't see our official saw it either, but the Michinoku driver could be the end. Swift kicks out, but that was sudden. I've said before, Hudson pretty much held every championship the Midwest had to offer, conquered, whether it was Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. They were happy when he came down to the Southeast, joined WWN, so that Hudson would stop pillaging their promotions, but now it's Hudson pillaging ours, standing atop the mountain as the multimedia champion. As we know, something just snapped in the head of Jonathan Hudson as Nic Swift trying to fight off Jonathan Hudson and tosses the champion back. Oh, but Hudson moves. Collision of both men. Swift not stopping, refusing to stop, but that backbreaker is going to force Nic Swift to stop. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. Hudson so proud of that championship that he has held since December. It was the first annual Hefty Schneider Memorial Battle for the belts, defeating Drake Xavier, who was a fighting champion, an impressive champion, but Jonathan Hudson arguably has taken the mantle of not just the longest running multimedia champion, but a man who has definitely gotten some wins that a lot of people would be not only proud to say they did, but they build careers, the kind of wins you see from Jonathan Hudson, and that is what Hudson's hoping for this Friday, July the 12th. Part of that doubleheader with Shine 79. It's WWN Proving Ground at the OCC Roadhouse. And could we be looking at our next FIP World Heavyweight Champion in Jonathan Hudson? Obviously, we've seen Hudson not afraid to bend the rules, and maybe Hudson's looking past Nic Swift. Maybe I'm right. You see the elbow, signs of life from Swift. Could the challenger find a way? Good spin caught. Spinning through. Ooh, what an elbow. And now Swift, right hand again, seems to have the answer for the moment to Jonathan Hudson's offense. WWN faithful coming to life here in the WrestlePlex. Beautiful flying elbow. And another. And we could be looking at a miracle. Is it the director's cut? Oh, Shining Wizard. I called that wrong, but it doesn't matter because this could be the end. Oh, so close to a new champion here. History nearly made at WWN Proving Ground. And not surprisingly, the frustration from Nic Swift. Swift needs to have a follow-up set of offense, and hopefully that is what Swift has if he is going to defeat our champion. Coming to the top with the rock splash, not able to catch Hudson. And I think things are about to get bad with a package pile driver. Hellacious, this is it. Hudson wins.
Here is your winner, and still the WWN Multimedia Champion, Hollywood Hudson.
Hard-fought victory for Jonathan Hudson, and now his sights are set July the 12th. Doubleheader at the OCC Roadhouse in Clearwater. It's WWN Proving Ground. It's the 12th anniversary of Shine 79, and Hudson has an opportunity to become FIP World Heavyweight Champion. Will Hudson defeat August Artois? Only one way to find out. Join us in person, or if you're watching this in post, WWNLive.com. Check it out, video on demand. Credit again, though, to Nic Swift, pushing the champion to the limit. And I can't wait to see Nic Swift in action again. Go nowhere there, ladies and gentlemen. Much more WWN Proving Ground still to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following women's contest is set for one fall. You good? Introducing first.
JC Black, young lady about a year in the sport. See what she has to say.
Listen, I didn't come here expecting for a fight, but I'm always ready for a fight. My partner, Jossie J, she's having a heart problem. She's not here tonight. But I am, and I have a little bone to pick with the girl in the back there. Daddy Hunter Ashley, you sat me in the back one too many times. We have unfinished business, so get your ass out here.
Well, you heard it. JC calling out, you've seen before here on WWN Proving Ground, the history between these ladies.
She has been accompanied by their Cosmic Goddess, Gemini, Ravyn Knight. She's the mom and the hunter of Daddy. She is the Daddy Hunter, Ashley.
Daddy Hunter Ashley coming to face JC Black. The history as mentioned. JC Black was under attack. Ravyn Knight. Ashley came out feigning like she was there to help in the situation, what was going down, and instead the attack and the union of Ravyn Knight, Ashley the Daddy Hunter, and JC Black. A lot of smack talk. What I was saying was JC Black, of course, on the wrong end of things, and JC looking for that opportunity to get her hands on the Daddy Hunter.
It's okay to clap, people.
JC Black, a former all-star cheerleader, coached gymnastics in San Antonio, Texas, as Ashley mocking the people. Ashley with the size advantage and mocking JC Black. We've seen JC Black come from behind before, be able to defeat many opponents, but it is Ashley in charge right now, throwing those right hands. Ashley better watch herself arguing with senior official Jim Bragg. Could get disqualified. I don't know if Ashley would care, to be honest. And there's Ravyn Knight trying to fan off the Daddy Hunter. A little worried for JC Black having both ladies there. Could become a 2-on-1 situation. The big chap. And it looks like charging in. There goes Ashley right to the gut of JC Black. Looks like a mosh pit there in the back.
You're in my ring. My ring. I deserve better than this.
The Daddy Hunter talking a lot of smack. Took too long. Drop toe hold to go head first into the turnbuckle. JC Black getting that opportunity. Taking control of the matchup, dumping Ashley head first, going for the pin. Daddy Hunter still in this thing, but a hellacious landing. Nose could be broken, or a tooth could have gotten lost. Very vocal, Ashley. Try not to talk over it, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, headbutt to the gut. Yeah, that'll happen. Oh, come on, distraction. Ravyn Knight is choking JC Black while Ashley is terrifying Jim Bragg. Of course, the damage has been done to JC Black. I told you, watch out for the 2-on-1 situation. Ravyn and Ashley running buddies. And there's the choking again. As I already pointed out, as soon as the official gets distracted, it's a 2-on-1 situation. And there's boots being stomped into JC Black. I think the people want to get behind JC Black, but Daddy Hunter has been in control, but maybe that chin breaker, could it be a chance? But the Daddy Hunter's just going full bore. Now, what is the strategy here from Ashley? She's saying, check on her, check on her. What is she asking Ravyn to do? Ravyn trying to remove a turnbuckle. All the while, the official trying to get things out of the corner there as well. And Ashley's just the misdirections here, telling the official to check everything, anything that could distract the official. I think the shenanigans have been going on too long. The roll-up. So close. I think nearly a 3 count. JC Black believes it's a 3 count. Keep an eye on the official. Official's going to let us know. And Ashley charge it in. Looks like this match isn't over. The boot. You hear the debates here. Is it a 3 count? Is it not a 3 count? Well, the X Factor takes down Ashley. And this is the end. No more questions. JC Black victorious, getting that modicum of revenge. You saw Ashley trying with the distractions, trying to get Ravyn Knight involved. I'm honestly not sure. Was there a 3 count a moment ago? I don't know what happened, but what I do know is that JC Black ultimately got the pin. One of those situations Ashley can't argue, and if I'm JC, I'm getting out of here before the 2-on-1 comes back to haunt. But not a good night for Ashley, not a good night for Ravyn Knight, and a great night for JC Black. Stay tuned, much more WWN Proving Ground still to come.
Tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first.
Armaria, TJ Brady, Geovanie, Flores, of course TJ Brady, that surprise hopping in, surprising Yuni Vice. Everybody thought TJ was just an official, but no indeed, now an active competitor. 4 of these men trained by Francisco Chiazzo. But the issue started between TJ Brady and Yuni Vice, extending into this La Armeria group of Geovanie, Flores, Mexican Mayhem, and TJ Brady. Now the bell rings as Yuni Vice charging in, taking out TJ Brady. I don't even think Geovanie Flores knows what to do. But I'm not surprised. Yuni Vice looking for an opportunity at retribution against TJ Brady after Brady showing his dark side and head taken off as well as Geovanie Flores. And the Brute Ray Elliot ready to do his own damage. As I already mentioned, all 4 men trained by Francisco Chiazzo. I think TJ Brady inspired by some of the darker sides of Francisco. Ooh. And the fist to the gut here. Not a good time to be Geovanie Flores. No charging in. And the unity of that is Vice and Violence looking good right now. This could be a very short matchup for Geovanie Flores. Things don't change at all for La Armeria. Or should I say El Armeria? I'm going to have to hear about that later. Pinfall. 2 count only. Flores, a physical specimen, got a background in boxing. Was Connecticut state champion at 15, also a soccer background, very physically fit young man. But the Brute Ray Elliott's making it look easy, carrying around Flores, and there's Yuni with the elbow. 2 count only. Yuni Vice often on his own planet, but coming together with Ray Elliott to be Vice and Violence. Oh! Very effective duo, but now here's TJ Brady coming in to make the save. Hits that boot. You're going to see the speed on display here. Head first goes Yuni. Could be it. As you can tell, we get a little bit of a bedlam situation here. All 4 men going straight at it. Keep in mind, ooh, what a right hand by Ray Elliott, and Flores now working over the big man, the Brute. And as you can see, El Armeria, when they come together, a unit. Very relaxed rules in this tag team contest. We're here to settle an issue. This isn't our typical athletic contest, as Geovanie Flores is stopping Yuni Vice before he can get in the ring, as TJ Brady continues the attack on the Brute Ray Elliott. And that's the thing, I think, from the perspective of TJ Brady, spent the time as an official, knows all of the rules, knows how to abuse the rules in the course of this situation, even more so. Ooh, wow, here comes Yuni Vice. TJ showing how down and nasty he can get. In fact, we got a double choke situation on both sides of the ring. And the knee under attack. Ray Elliott has been isolated again. And as good as the big man is, fighting 2 men off is hard, and Elliott trying his best, but getting shut down by TJ Brady. And Ray continues to be isolated. La Armeria not only in control, targeting a body part. There's another knee. Wow, double submission situation. Elliot's got nowhere to go, and Univice trying to come in to save, but TJ Brady again cutting off Univice. Of course, Ray Elliot for the moment able to escape the submission. Leg is hooked, but the Brute finds a way to kick out. The big knee. Oh, Uni's coming in swinging. I think what you're seeing is an angry Univice. Things stop being fun once they get nasty. And I give it to La Armeria being able to stop Univice, who was coming in full PNV, but gets dumped back outside the ring again. Kidney punches by Geovanie Flores. I told you about the boxing background. Elliot trying to fight out, but gets caught by the flying knee. And a quick bulldog out of the corner as well. Brady's calling for the offense. What do we got in mind here? Crossface. And gives TJ time to scream in the face of Ray Elliot, but does not see Univice come in, who Yuni's able to knock TJ Brady into Geovanie Flores, making a big difference, at least for the moment. And finally, Yuni able to get some kind of offense in this matchup. Will we see Bison Violence be able to get back off the ground, get into things here? As you know, Vice brings the party, Brute brings the pain, but this whole matchup has been physical for all four competitors. As Geovanie again showing how tough he is, keeps Univice out of the ring again. It seems to be the strategy for El Armeria. Geovanie's heading to the top. Oh, gave Ray Elliot time to recover, and Geovanie just went hard into the wall. Part of the uniqueness of the WWN WrestlePlex. Bad things can happen if you get tossed in the wall, and now the Brute is in control. Yuni's got something in mind. There's Univice, here's Ray Elliot. Are we gonna see some tandem offense? Double choke slam with a sit out. Is it over? Might have been, but TJ Brady breaking things up. Counter by TJ, hits the soul food. Elliot finding himself the one outside of the ring. Univice is isolated, and I can't tell if that was a low blow. That definitely was. Into the pin. Ridiculous.
Here are your winners,
El Armeria stealing this victory in this situation. You saw a Bedlam type, basically no rules tag team match. And if you can stoop down to a low level, El Armeria knows how to do it. But you gotta think, ladies and gentlemen, this issue is not over. And not only is it not over, but these two teams, I can announce, will face off in a Sicilian street fight. It'll be on Friday, July the 12th. WWN, part of a doubleheader with Shine 79, the 12th anniversary show of Shine. 2 shows, 1 ticket, WWNLive.com for more information. But I think there's going to be hell to pay for El Armeria.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first.
And it is time for our main event of WWN Proving Ground. One of the most popular athletes here in the WWN WrestlePlex, Trent Edwards, getting ready to make his way to the ring, where he will face the WWN Proving Ground champion, Krieger. Edwards has been one of our fastest rising stars in a mere 2 years in the sport. Could be ready to hold gold here in WWN. Been pretty much near unstoppable. Young man Ken Bragg had the opportunity to train under guys like Cody Rhodes, QT Marshall, Luke Sampson, Glacier. We're gonna see if it's gonna pay off here tonight. There, ladies and gentlemen, is our WWN Proving Ground champion, Krieger, flanked by the rest of the Sons of Battle. We saw the Sons of Battle in action earlier tonight, both victorious in singles and tag team action. But as I pointed out, a little bit of dissension in the ranks, if you will. Alpha T becoming aware of the fact that when he had an opportunity to face then champion John Strange for the WWN Proving Ground Championship, a certain Krieger let the official know Strange's foot was under the rope when Alpha could have had it won. Been a lot of debate about why that happened, but I would keep an eye on the unity of the Sons of Battle in this matchup, and any distractions in the wrong direction for the Sons of Battle could spell the end of the WWN Proving Ground Championship title reign for Krieger, and the biggest win in the career of Trent Edwards.
Introducing first the challenger, standing to my left, he hails from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 180 pounds. He is the swashbuckling superstar, Trent Edwards.
Listen to that reaction.
And his opponent, being accompanied by the Sons of Battle, he hails from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 96 kilos. He is the reigning and defending WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Champion, the Iron Kaiser,
Exact opposite reaction for Krieger, our WWN Proving Ground champion. Michael James with the official introductions. Our official for this matchup, Dominic Coco, holding up the WWN Proving Ground Championship. That is what it is all about here in our main event, WWN Proving Ground. Got to thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us. Whether you are watching on Club WWN, part of your Club WWN subscription, whether you're watching on the WWN Live YouTube, you could be seeing history here as Trent Edwards wastes no time, but Krieger with the answer. You got to keep in mind, both of these men know how to hit hard. They've been in tough battles in their short careers. Oof. Krieger only about 3 years in the sport, trained by Frank Reyes and the Puertorican Hound Dog. I'm sure Hound Dog is not very happy with how Krieger has turned out from an attitude perspective, but you cannot deny the talent, but you also cannot deny how popular Trent Edwards is. And you see Edwards is trying and does roll up. New champ. Whoa, close. And I mean close. Entire WWN faithful would love to see this title off of Krieger, and Trent Edwards would love to deliver it. Krieger trying to change his center of balance, center of gravity, if you will, but instead Trent was able to dump down Krieger, and I think the plank could be walked any moment. No. Krieger getting to the ropes, trying to escape the walk the plank. We saw the attempt at the crossbones, that kill switch earlier. Oof. A lot of the trademark offense from Trent Edwards was thrown, but that distraction from the Sons of Battle, as usual, helping Krieger. You gotta think Krieger has scouted his opponent. What an elbow. Krieger scouting his opponent. Knows what he is up against, but so has Trent Edwards. Definitely excitement in the air. We are so close to that very special WWN Proving Ground Shine 79 12th anniversary. Oh, come on. Again, as soon as the official takes the eyes off of the Sons of Battle, might as well be a lumberjack match. So many men from Sons of Battle out there. And unfortunately for the swashbuckling superstar, Trent Edwards is getting hung out to dry. Ropes being used as a weapon after the encouragement of the Sons of Battle. As much as Trent Edwards can say he conquered the seas at the mere age of 13, conquering the championship reign of Krieger is going to take a Herculean effort, as Krieger knows how to bend the rules and use every second of that 5 count. And Krieger continuing the offensive. We've seen Krieger put men through hell as this rack turns into a hellacious landing for Trent Edwards. Could be the end. Oh, close. But the challenger finds a way to get the shoulder up. Matchup's going to continue here in our main event. I think the groundswell of support from the WWN faithful has helped Trent Edwards get to this point in his career. Man, hell of a headbutt. Hurt both men, as you can see. The entire WrestlePlex would go nuts if Edwards could find a way in that springboard elbow, stopping the champion for a moment, but both men are down. Count being applied. Sons of Battle continuing to cheer on. Ooh, concern from the official for Trent Edwards, making sure that Trent can still go, and I think Trent might be okay. And I don't blame the official making sure Sons of Battle stay out of the way. Oh, there's Trent, signs of life, and then some, throwing those right hands. Muscling Krieger into the corner. Krieger now able to reverse things from Edwards, but there's the boots catching Krieger in the corner, and can Edwards keep this up? A very prone Krieger, caught by an elbow coming off the top. Is this the new champion? A hair away. I think the entire building truly would begin a celebration that could last for days and days. Attempted again for that kill switch, but stopped. Great counter, the spine busters. This it. Ooh, so close. If Edwards hit the crossbone, it'd be over. And a lot of men have been knocked out by spine busters, but you gotta watch out. You know what's coming from Krieger with a claw. It's the reason he's known as the Iron Kaiser. Trent is prone. Is this the end for the challenger? No, blocks the claw. But the shoulders are down. And a bridge out here by Trent Edwards, able to escape being pinned. and gets the full crossbones. This has to be a new champion. How did Krieger get the shoulder up? So close. So many men have been put away by that crossbones, that kill switch stunner. And now the walk, the plank, but you notice there's the Sons of Battle, the distraction. Oh, and a smart move here. Pulling a weapon to fight off the Sons of Battle is what you gotta do when you're outnumbered. And the officials letting it go for now. But is that distraction gonna leave Trent Edwards prone? And unfortunately it does. There's the Iron Claw. Not like this. And as much as the heart of Trent Edwards does not want to quit, the body may give out. Is the 3 gonna happen? It is, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. So close for Trent Edwards. What a way to end WWN Proving Ground, our main event. A great showing by Trent Edwards. Got to think if the numbers game wasn't there, it might have been a different situation. But speaking of which, July the 12th, WWN Proving Ground, part of a doubleheader with Shine 79, 2 events for 1 ticket. The Sons of Battle are going to collide with the guest referee, Nic Quinones. It's going to be Krieger defending the WWN Proving Ground Championship against Alpha T. And I think when Krieger realizes the news that I'm breaking here, ladies and gentlemen, the tone is going to change quite a bit here for the Sons of Battle. I think Alpha T might be a bit ecstatic to get that opportunity. You're going to have to join us at the OCC Roadhouse. Tickets and info at WWNLive.com. Nevertheless, for Michael James, I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us here for WWN Proving Ground. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.